Ear Candy with Troy and Monty on the Fox. Jessica Watson, of course,
hero.
the talk of the town, sailed into Sydney Harbour yesterday, as well as the nation's hearts, and became the youngest person to sail solo around the world. Now, the only stupid thing still happening in this story is that she hasn't technically broken the record because she didn't sail far enough. But to me, I don't know about you guys, but around the world sounds pretty far. I'm no explorer, but I ran around Albert Park Lake this morning and that nearly killed me. And I think that's a fair bit shorter than around the world.
You circumnavigated the Albert Park Lake and you're classing yourself.
I made some
Jessica
discoveries
Watson.
too. So I think Jessica just assumed that in all our minds, she's got the record, right?
I reckon. Look, surely if she circumnavigated the globe and hasn't gone far enough, she has somehow found a shortcut. So
Yeah.
she should surely be praised for that and not punished. I mean, if she's found an easier route,
She's done it better than everyone else. Now, what caught my attention the most is that she wanted to catch up with a friend of hers who's also a fellow sailor, a guy by the name of Mike Perham, who I think's about 18 years old or something. He's the current record holder for the youngest person to sail around the world assisted.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the key word for me in that sentence is assisted. Now, I know nothing about the technicalities in these sailing adventures, don't get me wrong. But the picture I have in my head, Mike, is you sitting on a boat while your dad's driving. Is that what assisted
by
means?
your father. Yeah, Mike, I actually drove to Queensland when I was 8. I was assisted. My mum was driving, but I'm pretty sure I helped out.
That's a pretty big feat for an 8-year-old.
I reckon.
I mean, I think we can all accomplish some pretty good things if we're assisted. I reckon I could probably bench press 700 pounds if I was assisted.
If you were assisted. I actually won the Melbourne Cup. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I was assisted by a horse and a jockey and the TAB, but pretty sure I won it.
I reckon I could probably beat Usain Bolt over 100 metres if I was merely assisted by some sort of moped. I actually got the record. I'm the only man who can fly. Did you know that?
Let me guess. Assisted?
Yes, a little bit assisted. I once flew from one side of a street to another and assisted by a member of the Hells Angels who saw me kissing his girlfriend. But Mike, like we said, we don't know what we're talking about. So if you want to clear this up, give us a call. Tell us how treacherous it is out there sailing around the world, even if you are assisted. But I'm sure he'll probably call. He won't call, will he? He'll get his dad to call.
Oh.
At least dial the number. I'd give you the number to call, but you'll probably just call the operator and ask for assistance. But
Mike.
let's clear it up. Mike Perham, very much a sailing hero
Good on you, pal.
around the world. And Jessica Watson, of course, a great role model for all of us. And stick with us because coming up next, Monty and I will be testing hands-on just exactly what Jessica Watson went through to see if we can handle it too by putting ourselves under the pressures of cabin fever. You're with Ear Candy, assisted by Fox FM. Ear Candy with Troy and Monty on the Fox. Jessica Watson, of course, yesterday became the youngest ever person to sail solo around the world. One concern for Jessica while she was on her journey was that of cabin fever.
Cabin fever.
Now, for those unfamiliar with the term, the definition of cabin fever is an idiomatic term for a claustrophobic reaction that takes place when a person or a group is isolated or shut in a small space with nothing to do for an extended period of time.
That is a literal dictionary meaning. You
Yes.
don't speak like that.
No, that's not my language. That is from a computer. Now,
From a computer.
the symptoms of cabin fever are irrational frustration with everyday objects,
Oh, yeah.
laughter,
Of course.
sounds pretty good to me, distrust of anyone they are with,
Yep.
and an urge to go outside accompanied by delusions.
Right.
By this, I think they mean you're like, if it's outside and it's snowing, you'll convince yourself it's better outside, like it's snowing, chocolate or something. So it's really quite impressive that
Delusional.
Jessica found ways to avoid suffering from cabin fever, given that she was away isolated on her boat for so long. However, Monty and I don't give in to being impressed as easy as the
Not
general
so
public, do we?
easy.
So last night, we simulated Jessica's situation and locked ourselves in the studio overnight with nothing but the microphones recording what happened. So let's see how we went avoiding the cabin fever symptoms.
7:15 p.m.
How long's it been? That's got to be an hour.
Yeah, 55 minutes.
I'm not even bored yet. What are the symptoms we're supposed to feel again?
irrational frustration of everyday objects, laughter, delusions and an urge to go outside, and distrust of others.
I'm not feeling any of those. Who are you texting?
8:15.
I'm not distrusting you. I just want to know who you're texting. If anything, you're not trusting me. That's why you won't tell me. But because you think that I think you're texting Lucy and that I'd care, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't care.
9:15.
You knew I liked her and it still hasn't stopped you from texting her. I just want to know, is it Lucy you're texting?
10 o'clock.
Troy's clearly starting to show signs of cabin fever. He's not trusting me at all, and I've given him my phone. He seems to be getting frustrated by just everyday objects.
Hey, what's that thing you're talking into? What is this? How does it work? What is it? Some sort of everyday object? It's frustrating me irrationally.
3 a.m.
Poor Monty, clearly not cut out for this situation, suffering the laughter symptom of cabin fever. Quite a shame too, because he's not well enough to join me as I ride my purple unicorn through the glass wall and into freedom.
What? Why are you wearing nothing but your undies on your head?
Clearly for protection, my friend. You may think it's silly now, but you'll be the silly one stuck here watching me outside while it's raining Mountain Dew. Hey-ya!
1019 The Fox.